Okay. Oh, I can hear my candle crackling. But anyway, well, I know I look like a nerd, but I can't see. Like, my eyes getting more horrible and more horrible. I'm gonna put my glasses back on. Hold on. I have to. Anyway, y'all see my thing? All the way up. Nothing can stop you. All the way up. See? That high headboard I made. But anyway, let me talk to y'all, right? I'm going to talk about divestors, right? I'm going to talk about divestors and even like the manosphere, right? I'm going to talk about both of them. But let me tell y'all something first. This is a story about me, right? I do not like females. Most of the time, I do not like females. Because even when you try to be their friend, right? And I'm not talking about all y'all females, so don't take it like I'm talking about all females. I'm talking about like a large percentage. They are always motivated by men, right? I'm not talking about lesbians either. But like regular women, their motivation is men, right? And you can try to be friends with them, but their motivation is always men. They're competitive. They're in competition with you. You might not even be in competition with them or even know that they're in competition, but you'll soon learn like they're in competition with you and you don't know it. Like when I first started, I look so geeky with these glasses. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to be blind because I look cuter without them. But when I first started high school, right? And I know y'all see the powder on my eyebrows. I don't have makeup on. I got some bronzer on my nose and put some powder and stuff, outline my eyebrows. But anyway, and put a nude lip on. But anyway, let me tell y'all, when I first started high school, right? I did not know what was going on, right? I went to high school, right? I started high school in the early 90s, right? So we had moved to the suburbs. So I started school there, right? What was it? Like 91 or something? I started it, right? Went to school, was a freshman. And one thing about me, I am a tomboy, right? You can't tell. Because I'm like a girly tomboy. Like, they will laugh at me because I will fight. Like, I will fight all the time. Because my mom was gangster in our house. She would tear you up. She was crazy. Like, but this be when my dad is not around. Because he won't let her flip out like this. Like, my brothers are older than me, right? I think like 8 and 7 years older than me. So they would clean up the house. And they do a nice job, but my mom was so crazy. She'd be like, if y'all don't clean up right, I'ma tear this whole house up. I'ma go Carrie. You know how Carrie threw all that shit around in the house, right? Like, threw all the shit around. Not in the house. At the prom, she threw all that shit around, right? So she threw all the shit around if they didn't clean up the house to her liking, and they would have to get it from, clean it up from scratch. She was crazy. So me and my brothers, we were fighters. Like we will fight people back. Like, I will never bully anybody. I'm not a bully, and if I see a bully, I'm going to take up for the person that they bullying, right? But I will easily fight, right? Even though I don't look like I'll easily fight, I will easily fight, right? So, I started high school and we was from the city, right? Because I'm from Newark and Irvington. I don't claim Irvington, but I'm from Newark, New Jersey. So we moved to South Jersey. We moved to the suburbs. And I went into school And the people on my block, like it was like 3 black people on my block, right? And you know, this one guy, his he had like all these sons and a daughter. And I was like, they'd call me like their little sister. They was so nice to me. They was real nice. That's the dudes I told y'all that they drink out the Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket. They was like, Lisa, you want to ride with us? They had like a Pathfinder. You remember that everybody used to have, like, in the 90s when we was teenagers, they had Pathfinders, right? What else? They had Trackers, RAV4s, right? And what you call it, Q45s, whatever that shit is, they had them, right? So they was like, Lisa, you want to come? So I was like, sure, you know. So I went with them to go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? I got makeup on my comforter, right? Concealer foam. Me putting it right here. That's how you could see the highlighter. But anyway, so we went to the store, but I was talking to one of them, right? And he was like, yeah, you was our little sister. He was like, we was in a park, and he was like, some guy said he wanted to do some stuff to you. He said, and one of my friends, he slapped the guy, and then the other one punched him in his face, right? And I was like, what he say? He was like, he wouldn't tell me. He said some bad stuff about you. So, you know, they checked him. They was like, they thought I was a narc because I wouldn't drink or smoke weed because I was a Christian soldier. I couldn't even say lie. I don't know how to play cards. My mother thought gambling is a sin, right? I stayed a virgin till I was 21. That's how I got pregnant so fast. But anyway, so we you know, I went to the school, and I had them as friends. They was nice to me and stuff like that. And their cousin came up. They was from New York, right? I call us imports because we was all like from the city areas, right? We was from, the one girl and her father, they was from Philly. My mom and dad, my brothers was grown, Newark. And they was from New York, right? They was from Brooklyn, right? They East Flatbush, right? They was Haitian too. They was Haitian. They was nice. But anyway, so they came and they told us, they was like, yo, it's crack in the pool. Don't go to the pool. It's crack in the pool. Like, they was talking about white people. It was white people in the pool. That's what they was trying to say. But anyway, so, you know, I still talk to, you know, one of them because 2 of the other ones died. I can't remember, like, I don't know if they got shot or something in New York or something bad happened or whatever. But anyway, so I went to the school, and the females, they was just nasty. They was not nice to me. I did not know what was going on. I had brothers, remind you, so I didn't know, like, if you was nice looking, you had a nice little body, that females are not gonna like you. This is the reason I really don't care for females. Not all y'all, boo-boo. Don't take it like that, because if I'm cool with you, I'll ride with you until you show me otherwise, right? But just like going to school, they was like, I don't like her. Like, even my friend, she was in the 12th grade, Lori, and I didn't meet her until after, you know, until I was 18, and I worked in a beauty salon, and she was the receptionist. But, you know, I didn't know her, but she told me, she said I would be walking home. I was really quiet. I didn't talk. I never said anything. And they always said I sound like Rosie Perez in The Nanny. So I didn't really talk like that. I was quiet. I didn't know anybody. I had like one friend. She was a nerd. I'm sorry. She was a nerd, but she is and was so sweet to me. She was nice to me. And so just going into the school, they was like, I don't like her. I don't like that bitch. This one girl, she would always, I remember her name was Sharonda. She was like, my parents got a store in New York. I'm going to wear my outfit tomorrow, because I was a person, like, my mom would always take me to Strawbridges, Boscov's, Lord and Taylor's, and Macy's, right? And I could buy whatever I wanted. And I never had to wear anything twice. Because even though I'm from the city, we bougetto. And we was upper middle class. My father had like 3 houses. He was a site manager at General Electric. I'm going to find a picture so I could put it in. Right? So we were upper middle class. We weren't even just regular middle class. We were upper middle class. My father didn't even want my mother to work, because she didn't have to pay any bills. So he's like, what are you working for? Stay home, take care of the house. My mom said no, because he was being very controlling, right? Like, he'll be like, because my mom talked major shit. Because my father, he was from Alabama, right? Tuscaloosa. And my mother, she's from Manhattan, and they moved to Newark, right? So she's sassy. She had a mouth. So my father, he old school. He like, oh, you want to talk junk? You're not getting your allowance. Because I was used to my father, he like laid out money on the table for my mother. Like, here, this is for the light bill. This is for this, that, the other, right? This is for the cable, right? Everything, laid it out. This your allowance, laid it out. But like I said, he was controlling, so she wasn't feeling that, right? So let me put my glasses on, because the motherfucker is blind. Okay. But anyway, so I look like a nerd, whatever. And plus, my cheekbones are so high. Even though y'all bitches said that's contour, that's my real cheeks, right? And this is not a filter, bitches, period. But anyway, so they they were very mean to me. Like, they even was talking about my underwear. Look at her underwear. Like, I didn't know what they talking about. I was a tomboy. I just liked nice clothes. I was the tomboy that will fight and like fix my hair after I fought. Rub my ponytail back up. Like, I was a tomboy, right? But a well-dressed tomboy, right? A girly tomboy. But anyway, so they were so mad, right? When I came there, and it was like, I just got used to that in life, like walking into a room, and I don't know what it is. I don't talk. I don't say anything, because I wasn't a talker. Like how I'm a talker now is from my son's father, because he was a talker, right? So he made me more, opens up. I used to be quiet. Like, I ain't say shit. But the only thing I would do, I will fight, right? I will fight anybody. Like, I was like, and I still am. I'm tick, tick, boom. I'm not a person that if you say something to me, like, I'm going to just, like, try to fight you. You could say something. You can say it again. Say it again. Tick, tick, boom. Like, you'll be like, where that came from? Because I'm very nice. I will give you my last. I will give people my last. Like, even my neighbor. Like, she is such a sweet, beautiful girl. And I saw she didn't have a car, right? I think her car broke down or something. And I saw she a single mother, and she didn't have a car. And so God told me, he did tell me to ask her, did she want my car? Right? Because I had a new car. So, like, what I'm going to do with the car? Like, you could give it to somebody. And I wish that when I needed a car, that somebody had did the same thing for me, right? But anyway, so she came up to me. But I was in my head thinking, I really heard God tell me, like, see if she need a car. That car. And so, she came up to me. She was like, what are you selling that car for? What you going to do with that car? I was like, I'll give it to you. Like, just like get the things like the brakes and stuff, the things that need to be fixed on it, which was like minor shit, right? I was just basically tired of looking at that car because I had that car since I was 20, and it's 20 years later, right? So, like, I was tired of that car, right? But I had it brand new, right? And it doesn't have a lot of miles and stuff on it or whatever. Most of the cars I was looking for had more miles on it than what my car had. But anyway, so I started jobs and I was quiet. I didn't talk. And when I went into these jobs, these girls was like, I don't like that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Like, I could hear them. I did nothing to you. So I didn't know what was going on. Like, I didn't know what the problem was. Like, I'm like, why they don't like me? I didn't do nothing to them. I did nothing to them. So I would just like, sit in my car at lunchtime and I would cry. But the guys was always nice to me. And I'm not talking about in a sexual manner, because I don't think every guy that's talking to you is trying to fuck you, right? I'm just cool. So they would be like nice to me. And I basically, I like the dudes better because they straightforward. They not catty. Females are catty and shit like that. So, like, all my life, like, and I quit a lot of jobs because, just because females was like, I don't like that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Like, I did nothing. I did nothing to you. So that let me know, like, I started to see, I was like, oh, the catty. I'm nice looking. I'm nice looking. And I'm not a conceited person, but I know that I'm nice looking because I have features that people pay for. So no matter if people online, like when I was on Lashid panel, like, I don't like her, she's ugly and stuff like that. Even Tommy people in Clyde Diva's chat room said I was cute. They was nicer than the pro blacks, which I have stalkers anyway, like dudes I was arguing with and females that, just was hating from the beginning or whatever. But it's like, I look so geeky with these. Anyway, I cannot fucking see, but it's better to be cute and blind than to see and be busted. Remember that, people. But anyway, so I was like, oh, it's their competitiveness, their hating, right? Because people would, like, dudes would come to my desk, they'd talk to me, they'd be my friend and stuff like that. And this is why I do like men better. And that's why when I saw like the guys from the manosphere, like, I don't like you, you black bitch. I'm like, what? Like, and I'm not a mammy mule, because I do check dudes also. But I don't think every dude is responsible for something one dude did to me, just as though every female is not responsible for something that happened to a man, right? And people should be judged individually. And to, speak on black people as a collective is not fair, because we went through so much trauma, so much brainwashing, that it's not fair. And to be like, oh, y'all ain't build shit, and to be like that, that's fucked up, because our men are in someone else's system of oppression. And I understand that they're at the will of these other men and they can't fight them. They got whole armies and shit. You sound retarded. Like, how you gonna fight somebody? Like, they really can't even do shit with the people that's fucked up in our neighborhoods, because they'll get their fucking brains blown out. What you gonna do? Like, the only thing you can do is to remove yourself out of, the environment, or like we can make our own communities and stuff like that, and do things like that. But as far as like being like, you're not doing anything or making every man responsible for something one person. It's just retarded. I saw this one girl comment. Like, I be like looking at their comments. It's funny. And I'm more looking at the women because we're women. We're supposed to be loving. We're supposed to love people. We're not supposed to be being mean like that. Like, calling people bullet bags. These bitches is crazy. And I saw this one girl comment. She was like, I'm laying here in the bed with my Hispanic man and we're watching Cynthia G's video. If I was a bedwench, right? And I had a pink person, I don't even want to say because they go delete my video. If I had a pink person, right, laid up, with me, and he was obsessed with Becky, like, oh my God, look at what Becky's doing, right? I'm going to be mad, right? I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be like, what, you want to be with her? Like, the fuck? Just like if you know how you break up with your boyfriend. Like, I used to break up with my son's father, and I'd be talking to other guys, and I'd be like, he did blah, blah, blah to me. He did this. They be like, you like this nigga? Why you keep talking about him? Go be with him. Because you keep sweating him. You keep talking about him, right? And they right. Like, just fucking stop it. Like, why are you still thinking about black men if you're divested? Like, why are you still, like, talking about them every fucking day? A black man was with a Becky, and she was fat, and she co-signed us. She was like, black man ain't shit but hoes and tricks. You could suck on these balls. You could suck on his dick. Like, they just be, like, doing too much. And then they stuff be all corny and white and stuff like that. And they be talking shit. They be talking major shit. And then, like, I even had, like, some catty bitches. They be coming on my page. Let me tell y'all bitches something. I'm a Jersey girl, right? So y'all bitches, like, that's no offense to all bitches that's from the Midwest. But y'all bitches that's from the Midwest, let me tell you something. When I had, like, a lace front on or a weave or something, you saying, you got a lace front on or a wig. Like, before I had these locks and stuff like that, which I love. I love being more natural now and looking like a black person instead of looking like a fucking blackish Barbie doll with the fucking bone straight hair and shit like that. But anyway, they act like it was a secret. I had a lace front on. No kidding. You think I had braids on and then a different braids the next day? Like, it wasn't supposed to be a secret, boo-boo. We don't care in Jersey. We be like, nice lace. Right? But y'all saying people like natural hair. But I have these locks and people say, it looks so dry. My brother was like, looks like dried hair. He didn't like it, but you do feel more powerful looking like a black person instead of looking like a white woman dipped in chocolate. Ain't that what they say? But yeah, stop being catty. And then the pro-blacks, they act so catty. Like, they don't act like they're loving. I don't understand how you are supposed to be fighting white supremacy and you can't even be nice to the black person that's right there in the chat room. Like that chick asking me, is my son gay because I dyed his hair? I dyed his hair because I'm a narcissist. He wanted blue hair, like a navy blue hair, like a dark blue. So I bleached his hair. And this was when he was a teenager anyway. I bleached his hair and then I put a blue rinse. And she was like, is your son gay? But then act like that's not being disrespectful. Like, I don't have beef with you. Why are you mad? You don't talk about people, family members. You don't talk about, and that's the same girl who asked Lashid, like, Do you teach your niece how to be her biracial niece? Do you teach your niece how to be white also? Like, why would, like, how do you have the balls to talk? I don't care if somebody family member is biracial. That's their family member. Like, you don't have the right to talk about people's family and think that they don't feel some type of way. That's just ill mannered. It's rude. So how you sitting here talking about justice for Amon Aubrey when you can't even be nice to the person that's next to you in the chat room? Women are catty. I've never been a fan of women. Never will. That's what I do. I like gay guys. They're nice. They like a girl, but they a guy. And they act normal to you, right? They haven't treated me catty. I can't tell people what their experiences have been, or I can't even tell people how to feel about somebody, but I don't have a problem with them because plus I'm a liberal. I'm not like the rest of the pro-blacks. I'm not conservative. I'm a liberal. Like, I got like way different views on stuff than like y'all got or whatever. But anyway, like I said, women, stop being catty. Even my stalker, stop stalking me. You know you want some of this. I'm joking, but you do kind of want some of me. But anyway, y'all be good. Stop being catty. If you don't like black women, y'all dudes, go on about your business. Be happy. Be with Maria, Becky, Chung Lee. Go with them. Black women, if you don't want Tyrone, go with, you know. And let me tell y'all do something, because yeah, I'm not a person that's biased. So I'm gonna tell you, and I'm being for real. Some of y'all motherfuckers cannot talk about Sinji because you got the same rhetoric in reverse. You're not the motherfuckers that should be checking her, right? Us women should be like, we should be talking about it, because I don't believe that our men are dusty, dirty. Like, anybody could be dusty, dirty. A white dude could be, an Asian dude, anybody could be dusty. You mean to tell me all our dudes is dusty and dirty, but the white man is clean, but he'll fuck a sheep and shit, a cow? What the fuck? But anyway, if you don't like the other gender, just go on, be in peace. Why are you trying to make a whole revolution and make our youngins do it? Like, your pussy tired, it's retired. Like me, I'm old. I got old coochie. I got vintage coochie. Well, I'm gonna sit here and tell 20-year-olds, oh, get your tubes tied and like that. After I done got all the weenie in the world, I'm gonna sit here and tell you to fucking go with somebody with a pink wiener. Like, it's literally pink. And it's gonna be like, you know how they say our coochie look like a pot roast and shit? Like, it's gonna be like in there, and it's gonna be pink like that, going into a pot roast coochie. And listen, I was telling my niece, I was like, they say our coochies look like pot roast, and like white girls' coochies look like strawberry Starburst. I was like, I would rather have pot roast than a strawberry Starburst. And my niece was like, no, that is so, no, I would rather have strawberry Starburst. But I'm playing. Our coochie do not look like, well, mine don't. That's a beat up coochie that look like a freaking pot roast. But anyway, let me let y'all go. I love black people who love black people, and stop being catty to one another. My stalker, leave me alone. You're weird. Like, stop sweating me, yo. I know you could never get this close to me and stuff like that. Come here, I'm gonna give you the kiss of your life. Come here. I love you, girl. Oh boy. I think it's Wednesday. Who look like Precious. But I love you, girl. Be good. Bye. I love black people who love black people.